Shalom, give all praise, Yahbashim, Yoshabashim, Rakakadash, honors the elders and apostles, men in truth on down, guarding truth and knowledge, and the Wadi Yahbashim Yeshua put in the spirit the elders and apostles, men in truth on down, regarding truth and knowledge, know this truth and knowledge, know this truth and knowledge, and call holy Yahbashim, Yoshabashim, Rakakadash, give all praise, Yahbashim, Yoshabashim, Rakakadash, through the spirit, Ecclesiastes 3 and 8, a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war and a time of peace. So we're in a time of war, man. Things is going on overseas relating to Ukraine, Russia. You know, you're seeing different types of events happening with that specific war. Explosions and drone, some forms of attack. Continuous tensions between these nations, you know. So we're in a time of war. Think not that I come to send peace, but a sword. Think not that I come to send peace, I say nay, but rather division. So the Lord sending that spirit of division, the sword, upon the land, man. So you seeing the tension with these nations, you seeing the civil unrest, you seeing the commotions, you seeing the uproars of the people. So we in a time, we in a very we're in a time of very unrest on the earth, man. Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. So you're going to hear gossip and news of wars, man. See that ye be not troubled, be not perplexed, be not dismayed, marvel not. So don't be surprised when you hear of these things, man. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And you have a issue with relating to the debt. The debt ceiling has to be in 2 weeks. They have to find some balance, and they have to find some agreement with that on both sides, man. Relating to that, man. That's looming still, man. So next week there'll be meetings on that relating to that, man. So a lot of things that raise to an economical aspect, man, because if it defaults, it'll be the first time, and plus it will affect a lot of things, such as, for example, military not getting paid, benefits, certain benefits, social, federal benefits, active duty military, veterans, social programs, also lots of job loss, you know, federal employees, different things. Furlough possibly, and different things, man. But in a matter of speaking, it'll be an economical catastrophe, man, because if it affects not just the U.S. economy, but it'll affect that bowling ball effect, which relates to that the domino effect, which will affect one falls, they all fall. So it's going to be directly, indirectly, not just the American economy, but globally, internationally, it'll affect as well, man. Credit rating will go down to, you know, it wouldn't be able to fulfill its continuous financial obligations. So it'd be pretty much a nightmare, you know what I mean, matter of speaking. Certain people might not get paid, different things, man. So you're going to see, relating to the scriptures, relating to sedition, uprising, you know, people, you know, like I said in the video a long time ago, a while ago, it said, let the people not get paid, or no, let the people where their money's messed with, they can't, you know, like for example, Social Security and different things, these people go nuts, man, you know what I mean? In a matter of speaking, so that relating to the debt seal and raising up the debt seal and to continue to fulfill their financial obligations, man. And the scripture talks about relating to that thick clay. Thick clay is that accumulation relating to that debt. Habakkuk 2 and 6. So it's that accumulation of debt that's building up already, of interest of debt, that they have to continue to try to keep, you know, being responsible for. You know what I mean? And really it's just a buildup of more adding on more debt, man. So that's what that thick clay is, man. Let me go back to Ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See not, be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things are part of what has to come to pass. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, superpowers, nations, kingdoms going to rise. That goes with that division being set forth upon them, going against one another. The proudness militarily, these stout countries showing the proudness militarily, what they're capable of militarily, relating to their weaponry, whether it's India, whether it's China, whether it's North Korea, whether it's Russia, whether it's Turkey, India, whatever country. So the scripture talks about we no longer as weak as we, man, relating to Joel 3, 9 on down, man. So these nations are not weak no more, because they all potentially, from an adversarial aspect, are dangerous among one another, man. So they're militarily and nuclear capable, potentially. For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes, pestilence, plagues, earthquakes on a daily basis all over the world, man. These different plagues, different famines will lead to shortages, man, pre-shortages. Things, victuals and supplies that are becoming limited, whether manufactured or natural. Number 8. For these are the times of sorrow, man. These are the beginnings of sorrows. So the beginnings of sorrows relates to lamenting and mourning, man. Things that's happening. Think not that I come to send peace, but on earth. So the Lord is not sending peace. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So the Lord is sending that sword, that judgment, man. He's sending also division relating to 12:51 of Luke, man. The Lord Yahweh is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh is his name, man. So the Lord is a man of war, related to the characteristic and trait of Yahweh Bashim Yashab, man. Exodus 15:3. Go to Psalms 28:4. Give them according to their deeds, which is their works, and according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Their endeavors is ultimately to fulfill their agenda, man. You know what I mean? When they fill up by the sufficiency, when they fill up, where they going to relate to beginning to enjoy that meal before they enjoy that meal, the Lord's going to put that hiccup, man. So they're not going to be able to enjoy relating to fulfillment of truly of their endeavors. The Lord will allow them to get up to a certain point, but he's not going to fully allow them to get up to a certain point. And give them according to their deeds, according to the wickedness of their endeavors. Give them after the works of their hands. Their hands relates to things they're going to implement. Hands, things that's in their power, in their hands, man, to render to them their desert. So give accordingly to them, man. And all relates to the wicked, man. That's 28:4 of Psalms. Go to a few scriptures, because you're seeing continuous war with these nations. Continuation, 14 months relating to Ukraine and Russia continuously. They had things, shadow storm missiles and different types of missiles. So Russia and Ukraine is continually going at it, man. Second Ezra 16 and 18. Let's read it. This is something quick. 18. The beginning of sorrow. So that mourning, lamenting, and great mourning, beginnings of famine, and great death, beginnings of wars. So hearing of wars, rumors of wars. Complement with 24:6, through 8 of Matthews, man. So you see in the beginnings of sorrows, the beginnings of great mourning, lamenting and mourning, beginnings of famine, shortages, great death. You know what I mean? You're seeing death. You're seeing people, DIE. You're seeing people DIE. Beginnings of wars. You hearing the wars, rumors of wars. You actually seeing the wars, man. Powers that shall stand in fear. The beginnings of evils. Evils goes to bad times. Knowing this in the last days, perilous times shall come. Perilous goes to bad, evil, even terrible times. So the beginning of evils is that the bad, perilous, and even terrible things, man. These are the beginnings of these things. Really, the latter beginnings of it, because these things been continuing on, but they're intensifying more. So these things are part of what has to be, man. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, the famine, the plague, tribulation, the anguish, the scourges. Scourges is a tool used for punishment, to implement punishment, man, for the amendment. And for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. And that goes to the majority of the people, man. They're not going to turn from, even when these things are coming upon them, man. They're not going to take heed. They're not going to see the obvious, man. Nor be always mindful of the scourges. Be mindful of the things that's actually going on. So really, they're blinded, man. The scripture says, they blinded the minds of the people, man. So they blinded from a spiritual aspect, because they see, they hear, but they don't see and hear what they need to, man. When they're blinded, they're spiritually blinded. They're in spiritual darkness, man. For all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be mindful of the scourges. So they're not going to be mindful of the obvious, man. Behold, victual shall be good upon the earth, and they shall think themselves to be in a good case. So that's that false insecurity, different things, the illusion of that. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, great confusion. Go to 2 Ezra 14, where evils are going to continue to grow and grow, man, as the time and age continue on. Around 2 Ezra 14, around 14 through 17th area relating to verses, man. So you're seeing that, man, as the age relating to the eon, the age of uninterrupted age period of rulership, as the latter parts of it, you're going to see these evils grow, man. They're going to intensify. They're going to grow even more. When they say peace and safety, then what? Sudden destruction. Sudden's unexpected, man. So it's going to come on unexpected upon the people, man. That's 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. When they seek peace, they shall find none. Ezekiel 7:25 through 27, man. So that's the thing. These things are going to come upon the people on the earth unexpectedly, man. So behold, victual shall be good cheap upon the earth, and they shall think themselves to be in a good case, and even then evil shall grow upon the earth, the sword, famine, and great confusion. Different things that's going to happen, man. They part of those scourges, man. For many of them that dwell on the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger, so the sword destroy. So better to die by the sword than by famine, man, because famine is a slow, excruciating death where the body turns and becomes its own enemy. But the sword is more faster, it's more, more direct. You're out of there, pretty much. And the dead shall be cast as dung, bodies on the street. And there shall be no man to comfort them. Why? Because of the state and condition. Go to Isaiah 24:10 through 12. The confusion of the city, a city left in desolation. So people are not going to have time to mourn and comfort because of the state and condition, the things that's going to be going on in society, man. And there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted and the city shall be cast down. Relating to the state and condition, the things that's going to be going on. Go to Isaiah 24:10 through 12, for example. The city of confusion, man. Which is Babel, which is Babylon, man. So that's talking about Babylon. So you're seeing different things. This is something short, real quick. I want to give all praise Yahweh Shemil Shabbat Shemar. So we're in the times of different things happening. different things on the earth happening, you know. So we're not in the time of peace and love, man. We're in the time of war, man. Give all praise to Al Bashim, Yashab Bashim, Rakakada, Zaya, Wolf Show.